Hello everyone, welcome, happy Monday. Join Jackie Monday mornings, and sorry I'm a little bit late this morning. Yes, lockdown is extended, but we continue on. We are available, most of us are working from home, most appointments are happening via Zoom. Legal Services is one of these authorised services that we're allowed to see people if it's an important legal document that has to be signed physically and can't be done via Zoom. So there are some exceptions. So we're sort of moving within that where we can. But yeah, most people are happy to do Zoom appointments just to keep things moving forward. Today I wanted to talk about doing wills and succession planning for your blended family. Now, blended families are more and more common, and if your blended family means that you have children from a previous relationship, or both of you have children from a previous relationship, and whether you have children together or not, you've obviously got all sorts of mixed obligations. So under the law, your primary obligation is to your spouse. But then you have children from your prior marriage and then your children together. And whether you feel like your obligation to your stepchildren is equal to those children, or whether the children from your first marriage, you believe that, well, the other parent has a whole lot of inheritance that will come to those children, so they're not as needing support as the children from this relationship. So there are so many factors with blended families to think about. Also, how long this new relationship has been going as well, and what each of you have brought to the relationship. So you may have assets that are still separately owned, you may not have combined all sorts of things to consider when doing succession planning for blended families. What else to think about? Well, this is where we start getting a little bit interesting with the strategy for your succession plan. So if you're worried about there being claims on your estate from stepchildren, or you think that some of your children need a bit of money up front so that they will be happy and leave your spouse to the rest, you can do that. Or you can use some of these other non-estate assets as a bit of a strategy. So when you jointly own property, it means that it's not in the estate. So you might want to look at, well, what you jointly own and what you don't. You can also use superannuation in an interesting way as well, because superannuation is not covered by your will. So you can do the nominations on your superannuation, interestingly, whether you leave all your super direct to your children perhaps, and all your other assets become jointly owned with your spouse. So there can't be a claim on the estate because everything goes to your spouse, but your kids are taken care of with a bit of super. So that could be one strategy that you use. Another strategy could be, well, pay everything all into the pool, but give the kids a bit up front on the understanding that they know that when both spouses have passed away, then they will get something in that at that time. Whole lot of things to think about. Each blended family, just like any other family, is unique, and the personalities within that as well as to how that will play out. But yeah, we've got some interesting strategies up our sleeve that we can use specifically for blended families, with making sure those obligations are taken care of and balanced, and having the conversations that you need to have to make sure that everyone's expectations are managed as well. So there you are, wills and succession planning for blended families. Difficult, but not something that you can't overcome, and find a balance where everyone's going to be comfortable and that you can live with. And as I often say, wills aren't set in stone, so there's no reason why you can't review it every couple of years as the dynamics in the relationship change and smooth out, or you change assets as well, and you're more invested in a common pool with your current relationship. So I'm going to be doing these Join Jackies still every Monday. If there's any topics that you want me to cover, let me know. Otherwise, all these videos, while I do them live, they do get saved onto the Facebook page, so you can go back there on the videos tab and have a look at everything. Otherwise, hope everyone is keeping well, more so from the mental perspective sometimes than physical health at the moment, with all the controversy and the anger that is out there. And obviously the strain of not seeing people and uncertainty. But we will get there. Time will pass regardless, so we may as well keep moving forward. Take care. I'll see you again next Monday.